It's like just. and then after that, we came back.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's been.
Wow.
It's been what?
Wow.
Almost 3 years. It's been 3 years. Honestly, it's been a while. It feels like kind of like nostalgia doing this.
It has.
Again.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. So much has changed.
So much has changed, you know. It's like it's not like 3 years passed.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that long. But anyways, where have you been?
Dude, I don't know. I think first thing I gotta say is that I know it's been such a long time since we filmed, and I've been getting questions from like Spencer, Albert, and then all my friends. I know you've been getting asked a lot too, just like where the podcast has been. But
Yeah.
I think what happened was because we started the podcast right after high school,
and it was kind of like a gimmick. It was sort of like, okay, you know what? It was like I remember this clearly. It was like during the graduation practices, and it was like one of those days. And then and this happened like way before we started even doing it or having like kind of conversation with it.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like during one of our practices, back in band, and then it was like one of those like downtime. You know, you have like. It was like those days where it's just like nothing to do. You learn your music. You're just there just to clean and just clean up the music and all that. And then I remember Timmy asking, "Was like, you want to start like a podcast?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but how are we gonna do it? And then it was like that idea. It was start building and over and over, and then I to a certain point we're like, we can actually do this, you know.
and then like the first podcast was just because like.
We just wanted to say that we did it.
Yeah, we just want to say we did it, and we did do it. And it was a really shitty podcast.
It was a really shitty podcast,
but it got a lot of like attraction.
It got a lot of traction with all our friends, even.
You can say Albert or what?
Yeah, Albert them, but yeah, we just got a lot of traction even from them, and then it still get talked about.
That's true. That's what they know us from.
Yeah, so honestly. Me and Timmy talked about this for a little bit, but I think our New Year's resolution is at least once a month we're going to try to film one of these.
We're going to try to release at least a podcast a month. Don't hold us onto it all the way, but it's just a goal that we're going to try to set for ourselves because I know a lot of people have been asking.
And then I kind of feel bad because all those people that are interested, they always get the same excuses from us and like, oh, probably. In the next couple of months, whenever we're free like that. But you know what? I think is for us to start doing it. I feel like the reason why we didn't start to do it, like we didn't actively start to try to record, is because, well, one thing, we're college students, so
because that first episode was fun because that was still like senior year, like end of senior year.
Yep.
But like that second one, we were like getting right into college, and then. That's why we had that big gap in between episode 2 and now. Is because as soon as college hit, that's when we started getting busy.
Starting new lives, us doing like new things with that. But
a couple failed relationships.
We'll get to that a little bit later.
We will get into that.
But with that long break, there's a lot of stories that we can share. And this one is hop into it. What?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you mentioned, but we finally chose a name for this podcast.
Oh, yes. We have
ready? 1, 2, 3. Who asked?
Okay. Because we found like a common theme when we do kind of like, check before we do post the first two.
Yeah.
Is that we talked about a lot of stuff that nobody asked for. Like no one asked about our stories. Nobody asked about.
It's all random shit, honestly.
Yeah. All of it is legit just random stuff. So we decided just to name it Who Asked because nobody asked. And then I think that's kind of like us in a nutshell. We always, every single time we talk to new people or whatever, we'll always hear like the most craziest stuff, or even we talk about the most, nobody even brought it up, but thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
So hope you guys like it. If you guys don't like it, then, I don't care.
Without further ado, though, let's just get into it. Let's just check in.
Let's get into it.
Check in with each other and just like where you been, where have I been.
Where I've been.
You want to start off? You want me to start off? Where I've been?
You can start off.
All right, let's start off with me. So I think just going off on the timeline after episode 2, just starting into college, full time into college. Working. I've been through like 3 jobs in between that time. I think the first job I was at Me and Ed's. Me and Ed's is a pizza place.
You want to tell them that one drive you had to do?
The gay one.
Yeah, the
The
gay
gay
one,
guys.
the gay guys drive.
So I had this one delivery. It was my last ever delivery before I quit that job. It was all the way. It was because I worked at the Me and Ed's at River Park. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then I remember my last delivery. It was driving further out. It was kind of towards Madera. It was kind of richer neighborhoods there too. And I drop it off, and it's like these two gay dudes. One's like not butt naked, but has no clothes on. It has just like underwear. The other one comes in just a robe, and they were like on top of each other. And I'm like, whoa, bro. Like, this is my last one. I'm just trying to like leave this job. And then I remember they come outside. They were hella chill and stuff, and they tipped me hella money. But I'm just like, damn, y'all
I don't
couldn't wait.
have extra sausage in this pizza, bro.
But after that, after Me and Ed's, it was just school, and then just more school, more working. My second job was I was a VAPA assistant for the Clovis West area. So for those who don't know, VAPA is essentially just visual and performing arts. So what I did, I would help the. I'm a musician, so I would help the bands over there, but at the elementary level. So I would help teach. I helped taught at Maple Creek, Nelson, Pinedale, and Valley Oak.
Yeah.
This is with Keith Poland, Serene, and Matt Erickson over there. Really cool people. It was a really fun job, but it really taught me about myself. You know, like dealing with kids and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to teach kids while everyone's fucking hitting a drum and shit, and you're just trying to be like, be quiet. Let me teach you.
We were doing that in high school.
Hey, we weren't that fucking annoying though. Some of these kids have no manners though.
Well, yeah, they're kids.
That's true. That's true.
You can't really expect much from kids. They're trying to learn, trying to have fun.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole point when that's so difficult for teaching kids for music is they join band, orchestra, choir because it just the love.
Well, I mean, now it's like
Oh yeah,
they're forced to.
Yeah, now it's a requirement. But back then, but God, some make it sound old. But around with like our like me and Timmy's age, back then it was kind of like, oh, if you're interested, come join.
Yeah.
That. And then I remember I joined because apparently I was like, I'm interested. I was interested. I have already did some background in music ready for piano. So I was like, you know what? Well, fuck it, because some of my friends were doing it. I was like, I want to have it like, it was just like another class with my friends. So I was like, well, okay, why not? And now I went to, but I stopped doing music. I still play music and I make stuff there and there, but I'm not like Timmy where he's job.
Okay, bro. Oh yeah. So my job right now is actually I help teach music at Clovis High and Clark. I help the front ensemble and marching band over there. And I actually write some of the music for Clark right now, but just a little bit of the drum set stuff. But where did we leave off at? After it was the VAPA job, right?
Yeah, VAPA
Okay, so after that, just straight school, and then I became a tech at Clovis High and Clark, and then ever since then I've just been with them, and it's been chill. It's been real chill. Just school, work. It's been real busy. What about you?
So going off of the second podcast, it was a slow burn for me to go to college. I did want to get a job, but then at the same time, I was doing over units. I was doing 18 units for my freshman year, so I had no room to get a job. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna just try to focus on school.
Yeah.
All of that. Met some great people. I don't recommend the engineering program, but for those who are in the engineering program, I say good luck to y'all. But after that, during the freshman year was just a learning curve. Me meeting new people.
Wait, hold on. When you talk, you got to face me though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
I was
right.
looking at the camera.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the audience, but I was just just trying to find kind of like in a way just kind of like re-explore myself.
Yeah.
Because it's
Trying to find yourself.
Yeah, just a bunch of new people with clean slate almost, and just try to like just find yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing all freshman year. I was trying to do new stuff, do new things, go to parties, just because why not, all that. And then during sophomore year, it was a lot more like grounded in a sense. Whereas I was still hanging out with more people, hanging out with new friends, and all of that. Single hand Friday dates, and I will only share one.
Is
And
it
then
the the you getting tied up on the bed.
Yes, we'll get to that. We will get to that. Okay, just keep on watching the video so you can do it. Okay, I see you, those people that scroll this until you.
Shaikwa.
I'm talking to the audience.
No, the way because I gotta pan the video like that. Remember, I
yeah.
spliced the video.
Oh yeah, you slice it.
It's
It's okay.
conversational.
It's okay when people watch the full video. But anyways, but I know though, like there's some people that do like just skip through the fucking video just to
Oh,
find
just
it.
see, yeah.
Yes, I'm going.
Paige, I know you're gonna do that, Paige. You watch
Yes.
these, Paige.
Yes, we know, and I know Ethan too, and name drop a couple more people. Timmy,
Brandon Vang, you and is him and Kaylee still dating?
who?
Brandon Vang.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never mind. Really? Well, shout out Brandon. I know you watch here too.
Yeah.
Shout out Spencer, Albert. I know you guys are gonna watch this.
Yeah, I
Dude,
see you,
Spencer would
Max.
like listen to these all the way through driving. I'm not even kidding. He would.
Well, yeah, because we do like affordable like 30-minute, but this might be like.
I think
kinda
we can take
longer.
this an hour.
I think I think we have a lot of stuff to talk about. But besides that, it was a lot. Yes, I'm gonna show one story, and that is what Timmy said about me being tied up. But we will talk about. Don't look at me that way, okay? Don't look at me in a certain way, okay? It was it's not my fault.
I'm gonna look at you a certain way, bro. What the heck?
But yes, I have. It just for me, just straight college. You know, me doing a couple of song projects for this happy birthdays, and then besides that, it's just school, hanging out with friends, and I have a lot more stories to tell that
Yeah.
no one heard yet. So yeah, we're gonna start from there.
My first year of college was something. I ain't even gonna lie with you. It was the first year. I didn't party much or do anything. I kind of just like wasn't 100% into college, at least through the first semester. And the second semester I actually locked in, and then that I don't know leads us here now, because we're in the second year, second semester.
year, and then honestly, yeah, I do get it too because it was like kind of like the transition from high school to college, where you kind of treat it like it's still high school, whereas like it's like not that serious, or
Yeah.
in a way that it was like it just people say it's gonna be high school all over again, but it's not. It's kind of like it has the same feel, but it's in different environments.
Yeah.
So I get it, and also all those people like are now seniors in high school that are watching this. Just watch out, Of course, just do. Yeah, there you go. But at least
Sorry, just had to check my laptop turned off.
I know it was so cool, I think, but you hear people like saying that community college or the first two of college is like the exact same thing in high school, which is they're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like the topics like math, English, history, all that repeated back to you.
Also, for those who don't know, I go to community college, Clubs Community College. Vincent goes to
So
Fresno State.
But
So that's why we have two different perspectives,
two
at
different
least.
perspectives. But also don't slide it under the rug,
Yeah.
because it's still college at the same time, and your grades will matter if you want to go like into a certain program or want to get like if you want to do
Go
like
to a 4-year or transfer to
Yeah,
UC or something.
something like that where you have like big goals. Bear in mind that you still need to try a little bit, even though it's like those long ass classes where the teacher is teaching you what you taught in fucking history. You sit there and you try to not fall asleep, but you fall asleep. You wake up, what the fucking time is it? And you realize that you're still on the same goddamn slide.
One time I fell asleep on my keyboard. I had my finger on the I key. It was like 2 to 3 pages, just the letter I. I was like, fuck.
That was my inspection too, because I remember it wasn't history. Okay, it was like general history. Okay, so it was from Boston Tea Party, all the Civil War, all the way to present day. Okay, and I was just like, it was going over. I think it was like World War One, where it was like kind of start World War One and all that pizzazz, and then I was like trying not to fall asleep because the night before, when I was still in engineering, I was trying to finish up this engineering project.
Yeah.
Okay? I was like I was like doing like 3 all-nighters. I was like zero sleep with fucking like a full desk fucking Red Bulls, trying to like just get it down. And then I was like dipping my head. It was like I was trying not to fall asleep. And then I was like slapping myself kind of. But then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fall asleep. And then I blacked out.
Bro.
I blacked out, and then I woke up and said, "What the fuck happened?" I was just seeing my laptop, 5 pages of the space bar. It just space. And then my friend, so like, yeah, I was about to wake you up, but on God, I know, I knew
Sometimes
you
you just be
needed it.
tired, bro. Sometimes you need it.
And I was like, yeah, dog. I was like, I knew you needed it. I was like, thank you, but please, you took notes.
I would say my advice, at least for people, like if you're just out of high school and you're going to college, you just show up. If you keep on skipping classes, you're never gonna go
No,
back.
yeah, it's like the chronic like bad habit you can do in college. It's not like go on parties or like do like raves and then go to exam. No, it's skipping.
It's yeah, because some classes like attendance isn't always mandatory.
Yeah, attendance is not always mandatory, but fuck, if you're gonna do it, people skip like core classes like biochemistry and chemistry and like calculus. I'm
And
like,
you need that shit
and you
too.
need that, or else you're gonna forget
Dude,
a
if you
whole
miss
information.
one day, you will forget all that too.
You forget all
I learned
day.
that shit the hard way, guys. Like that's why I'm trying to like help you guys and everything. Like especially my peeps graduating this year, you're going to college. And my thing about college too is like after high school, you don't have to go to college.
You don't have
You don't have to go to college. College isn't optional, but you have to do something, whether
do
it's going
something.
to college, getting a job, or joining the army or joining a trade. You have to do something. If you sit at home and you're just like just kicking it, you don't have a job, no money, you're living off your parents, that's not right. You
That's
got to
not
do
right.
something, right?
Do something.
But I would say if you are going to college, you just show up. Like it's really easy to take online classes and think you're just gonna pass it at home. But the real thing is like not everyone is built like that too.
Not everyone's built like
You got to
that.
show up to like learn. And studies have proven that like you learn better when you interact with people and whatnot.
Because at the core, we as humans are very social creatures,
True.
and then I think that proves. And then I think one thing that everyone can relate to is during COVID. I think COVID was like the most challenging for a lot of for a lot of people. And besides, the whole virus going on, that it was isolation for like almost 2 years. It was like pure like isolation for like 2 years, and then a lot of people that I know said that they got like really depressed because it was just the exact same thing, no human interaction, just staying at home for a long time. So just try not to skip. Like, of course, I get it. You don't want to be in that stupid class, that talks so slow and so monotone, and you always think that, I have better stuff to do. You don't. You're a college student. Unless you have work, then
Yeah, just focus on the grades, bro. It's
just
just
just show
stuck
up.
it out for 4 years, you'll be fine.
A lot of classes is attendance is part of the grade too.
Yeah. I'm really saying this too because I have been doing that though. I've low-key been skipping some classes, trying to be better. That's why I'm trying to warn you guys. Just like show up and do your work. Honestly,
up and do
and that goes for anything in life though.
Yeah, because there's no easy way.
Yeah,
The only time that you see the easy way is when people really succeed.
Yeah.
All their efforts are really paid off for. The same thing can be said for all those music nerds that for everyone that watches like any show, if it's like a concert hall or like a marching band performance or even just on YouTube, just watching covers or like music videos. That takes time. That's a time. And then for all the people that don't know what it goes to, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Yes, it may look easy when we do it. Okay, it looks effortless, but that's hours and hours and weekends that we've missed. Oh my god, I hate the 9 on Saturdays, bro.
that was like 2 years ago though. We haven't had one of those, and I mean I had one the other day.
Yeah,
but,
you have one other, but you teach.
I would say another advice for those college people going into college: buy your fucking parking pass. Don't
yeah.
wait 2-3 weeks and then you get a ticket and then you buy it. Just buy that shit, okay? Don't think you're slick, thinking you're gonna get away with it. You're gonna park somewhere. No, you're just buy the fucking parking pass and just get that shit out of the way.
Unless you want to live life to the edge, or like just
Yeah, get a
live life
ticket.
at the edge, and then be my guest. It's not my money.
Yeah.
But I'll say,
Anyways, oh sorry, what were you saying?
yeah. But I'll say, of course, enjoy your time at college. Again, it's gonna be like something with high school. It's gonna fly by.
It's what you make out of college.
Yes.
You got to make the most out of it.
And make what was it? Because these 2 years in college went by. Okay, freshman year went by. I had a lot of memories. I have a lot of fun. But then the same thing with high school. When people say oh, it's gonna fly by, so kind of like make your time worth it. It's
flying by.
it's just flying by like that. But enjoy, lock in. You really gotta lock in, and just enjoy the process. You're gonna hate it too.
You're gonna hate it, but you'll love it. You'll miss it, all the memories and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we haven't even graduated yet, though. But it's just like from
Halfway,
our
yeah.
experience, you know. Anyways, what's Was there any relationship stuff you've been through the last 2 years? Anything you want to get into?
So I'll start with present day now. Yes, I am talking to a girl right now. Yes, but nothing is official for all my homies that are watching this, because maybe if I do post on my story, say, yo, come watch this or that, or everyone that I did told this to, yes, I did told a little bit to Timmy that yes, I am talking to a girl right now.
Tomeo.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Latina, yes.
Hey, hello,
You act like we don't have more people watching this too.
Pe
Okay.
tu mika audience chipo pe hayo pe hello more, but yeah, if you're Hmong, you get that. But
Yeah. But yes, I'm talking and she seems like a lovely girl, but I'm just gonna just take it. Really still shut the fuck up. I see how you're looking. Yes.
I know
but,
you guys don't know.
anyways.
That's good. That's good.
Yes, but I'm just gonna again with every process right there, take it slow, you know. Yes, it's fun to like kind of like be a little bit extra or like just play around a little bit, but if you really, it's nice to slow down once in a while, and then especially for these like fragile things like relationships, you want to really build it up from the base up, because and also, you gotta do a background check. You don't want
Background check. What do you mean?
like to make sure that in the most real
On
sense.
the girl you're talking to?
No. But I'm talking in general.
Okay.
I'm talking in general because Well, again, I'm gonna say the story but I was like kind of like in a way like naive or like kind of like innocent naive, or like, oh, no one's that crazy or nothing can. What's the worst thing
Wait, what
that
are you
can
talking
happen?
about? Like the girls you've been through, or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
Whereas like I have like a very like much positive outlook, and then after I figure out later, oh, this girl's having a fucking SED.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some shit you just gotta ask, bro.
You gotta ask. Yes, it is awkward, okay? Because how can you bring it up in a conversation like that? Oh, do you have like, what's your life?
Well,
like?
I mean, when in doubt, slap that rubber on.
Oh yeah.
To any of my students that may be watching this, this is the point where I say you gotta get off, right? I figure out who's watching this. None of my students should be watching this. Anyways, okay, so you're talking to a girl. How's that going? How long has it been?
How long has it been? It's almost a month.
Almost a month. Okay, that's good.
Almost a month in.
You want to read the text messages?
No. No. Listen. Your students are watching this, okay? Paige, she's going to look at this.
Paige is my student.
Your underling. I don't know.
Wait, this isn't my story, though. This is your story.
It's my story, but it's on your channel.
Okay, bro.
So we're associations, okay?
Okay.
But there's also, again, I'm not, this is like private shit, okay? Maybe, no, never mind. Okay, but again, like what Tim was saying, use protection, you know? Don't be like,
Just don't have a kid and just
don't have a kid, because I have plenty of friends that give me a call at night and it's like, Vincent, I fucked up. I was like,
What'd you do?
what you do? It slip off. Motherfucker, what you mean it slip off?
I know what you're talking about too, bro.
Okay, and also the homie, I'm not gonna say their name.
Blow new.
Huh?
Never mind.
No, at the same time, I'm not gonna say the name
I'll beat
because
that up.
again, I still respect them. I respect her, I respect them, I respect everyone else. You do know that people can see you doing sign language. And
Oh, the one we're talking about doesn't know sign language.
okay.
Anyways,
Timmy's rage baiting me, but
do you want to rage raider, bro?
do always rage bait. All right, but again, I have many friends that come to me and then they were like panicking because of a pregnancy scare. Doesn't matter what age who you are, you know, if you're like around our age, 20s, if you're a little bit older, like mid 20s or up, or even if you're still in high school, all of that, please don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Please don't be stupid.
Because once you turn 18, too, I mean, if you do anything, you're an adult. You'll get fucked up in the system like that.
And also, a baby is expensive.
Baby is very expensive. A baby will, like, that's all your attention's toward that kid. You know?
And even pre-pregnancy, it's that hospital bill is gonna be
You better start
generational debt.
You better start working unless you have Medicaid or Medi-Cal or
Even
one of those
still,
Meta something.
even still, I do get why some people do like home births because do you know how much anesthetic it is, or even painkillers for all their pain? 15 bands,
15,000.
15,000 for
God,
anesthetic,
bro.
for just to take out the leave. And you know how much for fucking painkillers too? Is 1,500.
Oh my
Fifteen
gosh.
hundred, 1,400.
I mean, that just goes to show just how much medical stuff
Yeah,
is in
like
general.
yeah,
I mean, that's why like healthcare workers make so much money though. I mean, because it's there's always a demand for it.
there's always demand to it, and also people are stupid. You you see it online, so like
Yeah.
I wonder how they're still I wonder how they're still alive because how much stupid stuff they do. But that just show.
I forgot to ask you, any relationships in between the gap of episode 2 and now?
I want to say like relationship, more like just
Flings and stuff?
yeah, kind of like flings or like kind of like just one single one night dates or like just me getting to know this girl. Then I realized, oh, I better back out
Yeah.
that. But I'll share the story that Timmy was talking about later. But let's hear from Timmy. Anything about love life?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to choose my words carefully. I did go on a date recently,
Oh yeah, I saw
about two weeks ago,
about 2
or
weeks
a
ago.
week and a half ago.
You went to that.
Oh, it was actually last week. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It was Saturday. I went on a date with this girl. It was okay. So at first, it didn't even like it wasn't meant to be a date, but we just ended up. It kind of became a date because we started doing very like, not couple-ish things, but very like almost flirty in a sense.
it's kind of like the thing where it's like it's like that small like line that once you pass it, then it's not hanging out with friends. It's like I went to like a little something a little more. I wanted, yeah.
But like how it started off, it was on a Saturday, and then the boys, me, Vincent, some other buddies, Blake, Ethan, Vincent, Elijah, shout out. We were supposed to go hiking that day, but plans changed, and then some boys couldn't make it. So and this is the week before my classes start for the spring semester, and I was just like, I wanted to hang out with someone, just like do something before school starts, right?
Yeah.
So I text her, it's like, hey, you do anything today? And she's like, no, what's up? I was like, you want to like get food and yap? And she's like, I bet. So we just ended up doing that. We want to go get pho. We ate. We went to the mall, and so we just walked
And
around.
you also did the one cafe, right? I think it's called Fufu.
With fufu.
Fufu,
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
souffle.
yeah, fufu.
Souffle place.
And shout out to that place. It's a really good cafe.
I'll say the souffle that we had was very eggy. It was like,
Yeah, you had to go in the morning to get the good ones.
you go in the morning.
Go in the mornings because if you go to the like kind of like late, it's gonna be kind of like yeah, like you said, kind of flaky. Or
But yeah,
kinda like
we ended up doing that. We walked around. We went to the makeup store, and it was honestly a really fun time. But it just like it turned into a date when it was just supposed to be hang out. I will say, I mean, it was kind of both of our faults too, because we were just both kind of just like not pushing it, but we were just like testing the vibes, you know.
yeah, which is again, it's fine. You know, it's not wrong to go on dates. You know, because for me, I don't see as well. Of course, the date is also kind of. Some people see it as kind of romantic, but for me, it's like the first date is mostly just getting to know the other person.
Yeah.
You know, just getting to know.
Well,
the
I mean, that's
person.
the thing. It wasn't meant to be a date though,
Yeah,
but we ended up getting to know each other very well. Not like that, but we talked
Yeah, it's
really
like
close
that.
and whatnot. Okay, bro. Okay.
I'm just instigating. I go on.
But we will be hanging out. Not a second date, but we're gonna hang out again next week though.
Yeah, that's good, man. Just don't do nothing stupid.
Motherfucker. But I think that's about it on my relationship part.
No.
Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, I feel like we
What?
should talk about some stories though.
All right. So
Remember the
I will
rat
say,
story?
I'll say my story. I'll say the story that you already brought up, so I have to say it.
Yeah.
All right, and then we go on to the story that you're going to say. All right, so this is going back to the love life shit like that. All right, so it was like the last semester of freshman year. You know, I was in this group for chemistry, and then I was I was in this group for chemistry in my lecture, and then it was just like a bunch of talking. You know, I got to know a lot of good people. I got a lot of good people, and I met this girl. This girl, she was kind of, I'll say a little bit, kind of like a hidden nerd, where it's like, oh, I didn't expect you to know like all this stuff, you know. But I was like, oh, you know, she seemed cool,
Was
you
she
know.
Asian?
Yeah, she's Asian.
Okay. Mona.
No, not Hmong. Filipino.
Oh.
That. So it was all. It was just I'll get to know her a little bit, and she was kind of chill. So I was like, you know what, you seem pretty chill. You seem pretty chill. Fuck it, why not? I'll just hang out with the group there. I hang out with you. You know, it's kind of like casual shit. You know, I wasn't really expecting anything because at that time I was not looking for like anything special. I was like just having fun. You know, making friends, making memories, yada yada yada. All right. So I went to her apartment. She does not live in a dorm. She lives apartments nearby.
Okay.
That she has like she's living with like I think two friends. Two friends. Okay, yeah, two friends. I think yeah,
All girls.
all girls.
Okay.
It'll be kind of well if they're a couple then yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But all girls. And then it was like right after chemistry. And then I was walking along. I was like kind of walking along, and she found me because I didn't see her. I didn't see her because I came in late because I had like an appointment I had to show up for, and then and then she found me and she's like, "Oh, hey, Vincent, you know, blah blah blah." I was like, and she asked me, "Oh, what do you plan on? What are your plans for today?" I was like, "Oh, I was about to like grab something to eat and then wait for my last class, then probably just head home for after that." And then she
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you wanna hang out for like a little bit?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," because I'm like an hour 50 dead time.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Why not?" You know. And then it's like, "Oh, you want to come to my apartment really quick? I just need like to change really quick." I was like, "Yeah, sure." You know, not my innocent brain, not
This is
kinda
like la da la da la da la
yes.
la da.
Because I thought I was like, okay, yeah, sure, you know, because my mindset I was like, okay, yeah, you know, like let's hang out, you know,
Yeah.
because I was like kind of like it was like I think it was like around midterms. It was like kind of like after the end of midterms, where it's like everything's like you're kind of like now like fairly boot or like burnt out, like you kind of like just like oh finally it's done, you know. And then I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I haven't hang out with anyone lately because I was studying all the time and just doing all of that midterm hell week. I was like, yeah. So we went to an apartment. It's pretty close. I wouldn't. It's not close, but it's like nearby.
Yeah.
So it's very manageable just walking there. So I would go there, and then she opened the door. I go in like that. She said, "Oh, you can sit. You just be in the living room. Just sit." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So I took off my shoes. Of course, because I'm Asian, we don't wear your shoes inside people's houses.
Yeah.
Even if you're not Asian, it just out of courtesy.
But she was Asian though, so she
She
gets
was
it.
Asian too, so it makes sense. But I took off my shoes. I'm just chilling at the bed, you know. And again, yeah. Now to bring like kind of like a little more insight, I was tired out of my mind. Okay, I was tired. Okay, and it was my own fault too because I was playing league with the boys. So
This guy.
okay, I was playing league with the boys. Okay, so it was all me. I was very tired, you know. So I was like chilling. I'll say like this. I was on her sofa. Okay, I was on her sofa, and like these are kind of like the fancy sofas because her mom to help with like bills and taxes like that to get like her net worth a little bit up. Her mom donated like this very like fancy like sofa.
Yeah.
So it's about like this size, and then it has like kind of like designs like kind of like pillars almost.
Okay.
Like designs like that, and then I was and
This is going somewhere really far.
yes, you wanted me to
I
share
know,
the story.
I know.
And also, well, a lot of people don't know me today, so hi guys. But but I was like just chilling. I was just chilling like this, you know. I was like looking at the clock. I was like on my phone a little bit, kind of doom scrolling a little bit, and then it hit me. Okay, sleep. Give me a 1-2 fadeaway KO. Okay, I was knocked out.
Yeah.
I was knocked the fuck out. Okay, I was like just. I finally accepted it. My body finally like I can finally relax now, and just my body just hit like a switch, and then I was out cold. Okay, then then after that I realized in my head, you know, like those like when you wake up, you're like, oh shit, how long I've been sleeping for? You know, like I kind of joke awake, but most people would be like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to sleep, but I was. What the fuck? I was restrained.
You were tied up.
I was tied up in the most layman sense. I was restrained. Okay.
Or
Now,
was it a handcuff or what was it?
um, oh no, it wasn't a handcuff. It was like rope,
Rope.
but it wasn't like the. It was like some type of rope, like string. I don't know, but I was like restrained. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't remember this. I didn't remember doing this to myself. And then she came out. Okay, she came out. Now, she had clothes on. Okay, I'm gonna say this out now. She had clothes on. Okay, and then
Thank you for clarifying that.
yes, yes, to make sure because I did not sign up for a Freaky Friday. It was a Friday too.
Wait, okay, but in the beginning she said I was gonna go change real quick.
Yes,
How long was she changing for you to fall asleep?
but I'm gonna.
Okay, okay, we'll
I'm
go
gonna,
back on that.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
we'll go back
explain
on
it
that.
because it'll make sense how I frame it in my head.
Okay.
It'll make sense. All right. I was like, huh. And I was oddly calm, probably because I just woke up and then like it's not hitting me yet. I was like, huh. Well, this is new. And I see her and the walk goes, you're finally awake. I'm like, yeah. Do you know how this rope got in my hand? I'm just asking, you know. And then she's like,
Just casual, yeah. So why am I tied up on your couch?
yeah,
Your dorm.
Yeah, your dorm. That I was like, I was like, you did. She said that. You did say that you're fine with it. And then I was like, I did. And then it clicked to me. It clicked to me. I think it was the third time I was talking to her. We had it was one of those like conversations where it was like as a guy you're like, this is a girl talk. I should not be here to listen to this. But it was in class and I was in the middle, so I was like I was kind of stuck there no matter what. And then they were talking about I think it should be fine. Yeah. But it was going on about like, if you're in a like relationship, will you be open if your partner wants to do a said thing? And I was like, you know what? I think everyone should try it once, you know, to like kind of to actually see that if they like it or not.
Oh yeah, but you're saying that just in general.
Yeah, I was saying that in general. I wasn't like that. And then it clicked to me. I was like, this girl thinks that I'm open to do this. I want to do this. And then this is when the panic started like kind of creeping in. I was like, I'm tied up. My shoes are not on me. My bag is again nowhere near me. And I was just there stuck with this girl slowly approaching to me. Okay. Now, she sat next to me. So again, I was sat up there. She sat next to me. I was like, is this where I'm gonna die?
It's on the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff.
I know, is this where I'm gonna die? And before anything happened, her friend came in. You know, one of her roommates, her friend came in. She opened the door. She looked at her and looked at my like, help me face. And then in like the most like kind of like, she said, again. I'm like, in my head, again.
Hold the fuck on. She's used to this shit.
I'm like, again. Two questions pop in my head. One, why are you so calm? Why you think like this like a normal like Friday thing? Like every Friday night you have like
Sees your ass tied up. You're like trying to go, and she's just like, oh, that's just a Tuesday. That's just.
I know. Her roommate came in and was like, again, and then my second thing is, wait, again. She did this multiple times.
Oh, so
different
this
other
isn't
guys.
the first time.
This isn't the first time. And then she's like, let him go.
That's fucking crazy. She's like, yeah, no, this happens before.
This happened before. And then I got out, and I would say I'm no longer friends with that girl because that's crazy. We were just friends, and it went that far.
When was the last time you talked to her?
When I left her apartment.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
That. But I will say, no, I'm not gonna say. I don't fucking want to say it because again, no one asked.
I will say, like in high school, you hear stories about people like this and whatnot. You don't believe it, but when you go to college, it's like people like this do exist. Like weird ass people do exist.
Weird ass people. And like the most like kind of like shocking factor is she looked like a normal girl. You know, you wouldn't like really expect that. You know, it was like because she looked like in like the most lamest sense, she looked like a Christian girl. You know, and in a way that she was like, I don't expect her to like know this or like do
Pull
this.
back from your mic a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You're clipping.
Ah, shit. And you can
I'll put compressor on that. Anyways, what you're saying?
you put a limiter on it, but it was like kind of like just all dropping, and then that's when I was like, I think I should chill on like meeting people for a little bit, but as you see, that didn't change. That idea changed for a little bit because I'm meeting more people, and yeah, all
Basically,
good.
just never stick your dick in crazy.
Yes, I
Do I,
said this to a lot of people. I'm
do I
not
follow that rule? Questionable.
questionable, and to one, should I name drop him?
Yeah, I might as well. He'll be fine with that.
Yeah, Ethan. I see you, bro.
Ethan.
I know all the times
Ethan.
that you're like,
Ethan.
I'm sorry, Vincent. I had to pick the rule. I was like, you're gonna regret it later. Just watch.
And
A day later,
we won't go on to his details because he would have to be here to tell that. But like he has done some very questionable things.
but again, he's a homie.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Speaking of homies and dogs, I think this year or next podcast we're gonna try to have a guest on.
Yes.
Don't say who it is yet, but we are going to try to have on a
Yes,
guest.
we're talking about this when we have a guest on this stupid ass podcast of ours.
Yeah.
And then talk about more stupid shit and probably get a little more insight behind the scenes on other stuff.
Yeah.
On that.
Or should we just tell them who it is?
Nah, keep it a secret.
Just keep it secret? Okay. Yeah. So you'll find out when you find out, but it's gonna be someone you both know, someone we're both very close friends with.
Yeah,
So
we'll talk about that. Yeah. Going on. What was the story that you were gonna share?
oh, I was gonna say if you could tell because I remember we talked about it last time, the rat story.
Oh, the rat story. I think no, we
No, I
didn't.
think we'll say that for the next podcast.
Actually,
Yeah,
no.
let's say that for the next
No,
podcast.
I will do the pig story for the next one.
No, okay, let's just save the killing animal. Okay, let's just say all the killing stuff for the next podcast. I think right now. Okay, so it's been 2 years since episode 3. Wasn't it?
No,
Was
we
something
didn't
viral?
publish episode 3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I meant episode 2. It's been a while. It's been a
Director's
while.
cut. Director's cut.
Sign up to our Patreon to see any hidden stuff. We don't have Patreon, but I think okay. So I think the gap in between episode 2 and now, it's been like a good 2.5 years. I think in between that, I've been really trying to, at least for me on my side, I've been really trying to find my faith and religion through God and whatnot. I think I definitely. So just for context, my dad's actually the pastor of a monk church called New Hope Christian Church, and that is where I attend to. But I think just growing up too is just that you're not really, as a PK kid, pastor's kid, you just kind of go to church because your parents tell you to and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think the past 2 years I've been really actually finding my faith through Christ and whatnot. Really just trying to build my relationship, my personal relationship to God. And a big part of that is through music too, because I was the worship director
You're still
last
are.
year.
Oh no, you're not.
Right now I stepped down, but right now I'm assistant director. But I'm still trying to hold back just a little bit, just because it's a lot to
Yeah.
become worship director. But that's just a little snippet of what I've been through or been up to. Also
Religion-wise.
has
That. For me, on the other hand, it just
Also, I've been trying to get Vincent to come to church too. This was always like trying to find an excuse.
yeah. Well, I'm also busy too with my religion too, bro.
That's true.
All right. Again.
I'll go to Onain one day. You come to church.
Fuck it, bro. You can help me cut out the pig.
I'm like, I rebuke this in the name of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Pull out the black church, bro.
But just a reminder, I am shaman, and I am like I am the person that does the whole ceremonies and all that. And again, I'm very open up to questions. You can ask me what that entails and all that. And maybe on a different episode, I'll get into more details about it. Because why not? Because again, I like sharing. Both of us really like sharing our culture. We're not really kind of like scared of sharing our beliefs.
Yeah.
And we're not scared of if someone disagrees. Because if someone disagrees, then oh well. It's again, this is their opinion, and we stick by our. I want to say opinion, but we stick by our own beliefs.
Yeah.
If anyone out there gives me a DM about my religion, then I'm happy to answer questions because. It's nothing new. I've been sharing a lot about my own beliefs at that. But lately,
I think just building off on that too. I think it's also good Because especially for the Hmong community too, it's always split. You're either Hmong Christian or Hmong traditional.
And
And
then
this whole
there's like
podcast,
the
I'm Hmong Christian, he's Hmong
yeah.
traditional. So we'll definitely dive more into that too in further episodes.
For episodes, and then there is like kind of like the demographic, the like kind of like small few that are like neither or,
Yeah.
which is
Just
which is-
non-religion.
which is again that's fine too,
Yeah.
That's
So
fine
whatever you choose to do. Because this is America, right?
Yeah.
Freedom.
yeah. And then also, I feel like for this podcast specifically too, we kind of want to like bridge between.
Yeah, let's talk about goals throughout this year for what we want then.
Oh yeah, but again for the podcast because as Hmong children too, we seen like from like the old generations, whereas like they have like a favor to this tradition, and they will kind of like, I wouldn't say talk shit, but they'll look down upon
Yeah.
the other tradition. And then I feel like for this podcast, we kind of just want to like say like, of course we have our differences, but there's a lot of things similar. Probably not a lot of things, but there's like like this is where like the lines kind of gray out because it's at the end of the day, it's based off your belief on a certain God, and then it's just how you want to show appreciation or how you want to do said belief,
Yeah.
Because again, at the end of the day, there's no belief that is right. Every belief in its own sense is right in their own way.
My belief on that is different though. It's only because I'm Christian though,
Yeah.
Well, obviously, choose whatever religion you want to do and whatnot.
Yeah.
'Cause freedom
Our
of religion.
opinions wouldn't our opinions did not matter to you.
Yeah. What else? Oh, let's talk about. Okay, so we talked about wanting to do a podcast every month throughout this year.
Yeah.
So there will for sure at least be 12 podcasts, right?
Yeah.
Rebranding the entire podcast to Who Asked. Who Asked is the name of the podcast. Let's talk about guests.
Guess.
So obviously we'll have a guest next podcast.
This podcast.
But-
you wanna do like every other podcast we bring like a guest?
We can try that.
We can try that, or kind of like just every.
I mean, we don't have to keep it once a month.
No, yeah, no,
We
yeah.
could have multiple.
Yeah, well, multiple like that.
But for sure, our person, I want him on. A little spoiler to him. I want him on as the guest.
Yeah, because again, I feel like it'll be funny.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Yeah, but I don't know because for our goals for this year, especially for this podcast, we're just trying to have fun.
Trying to have fun, just do something,
with that.
something like creative, like just get that creative work out
Yeah,
there.
create word out. But if any of you guys want to see us do skits,
Yeah, that's another thing we want to do this year. Kind of do some skits, like kind of bringing back the like Ryan Higa's,
OG YouTube like Ryan Higa small,
JK News, the JK
News,
Films,
JK
bro.
Film like that. It's like all like stupid like.
Bring
funny
about
videos.
like the old Asian YouTube. Like,
the old prime Asian YouTubers that we looked up. I think like low key like I know like that. Of course, we're not expecting to get money out of this. We're just doing do it for fun, for shit and giggles.
Yeah.
Because again, at the end of the day, me Timmy, we like
stupid shit.
We like stupid shit.
That's
We
what
like
we
making people laugh.
Yeah.
And then we're not afraid for us to making us as a punching line
Yeah,
because
we don't give a fuck like that.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, it's a joke.
If it's funny, it's funny. That's a whole beautiful part of comedy.
Yeah.
And my camera memory just turned off. So let's take a quick commercial break.
Commercial break.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, we had
back.
to take a little break. My camera
Right now, memory.
ran out of memory. And give my pillow back. You took my fucking pillow.
No, you put it here. Shut it.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, you took my freaking pillow.
You're the one who threw over to my side.
Yeah, our camera ran out of battery, and we had to fix that. Anyways, where did we leave off at?
We left off on like our goals.
Goals. Okay.
Yeah. So again, we do plan
right,
to
yeah.
we have like a bunch of like stuff that we really want to do. That we will think that it will be funny to watch and for everyone else to, and for those that do watch it, we do plan to make a lot of stuff that will make a good laugh or like just something like that to make your life
Definitely
like,
bringing back old like Asian era
Asian
YouTube
like Prime,
vibes. Yeah.
all of that.
Like
There's
the
a lot
Ryan
of-
Higas and whatnot.
There's a lot of stupid stuff like that, and then and if it makes your day a little bit like better, we're glad that our stupid.
We're glad, yeah, we were able to have a part in that,
Or that. Anyways, I'm going back from our goals with that.
You know what we should try to do? Try to get sponsorships.
That was only
Try to get
if
paid, bro.
that's only if we can.
Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends.
How
That'd
do
be
you,
tight though. That'd be
how
tight.
do you think how we're gonna do? Honestly, I think we do 50-50, and we split that 50 between us, and then the other 50% is will be putting it back into this.
Like if we got money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we do get money, I think we should do it 50, and then that 50 will be towards this.
Okay, 50, 25, 25, 50
Yeah.
into the.
Yeah, 50 into this.
Yeah.
Or if we say fuck it, go all in, then 100% back in.
I'm honestly on the giving 100% in.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm fine too, because the better sound equipment you can get.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That was another thing I wanted to talk about too. If you guys didn't notice, we have like a new setup and stuff, new mics, new like better camera quality and gear. So we're gonna try to use this to just at least give us a better quality and better just like vibe of the show. Make it feel more us. You know?
AKA to me, this one is look professional.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Okay, the first like 2 episodes were just us setting up a chair, recording off Audacity, and using a fucking Timu audio interface that plugged in through a headphone jack. Okay, but now we actually have an audio interface. We're recording off Logic, and we're actually EQing, adding compression, making sure our vocals actually sound like vocals. You know,
Yeah.
and we're using real cameras, 2 different angles. So.
But yeah, we've gone a long way. And then again, that just shows that if you just put your mind to it and put a little bit of time and care into it, you're gonna do it. You're
Yeah.
gonna make it. You know, don't try to let anyone's opinions, if you want to start a business or whatever that entails, that you can't do it. You can do it. It's just gonna take time for you to do it.
Because the truth is, like, I don't know if you heard the terms, like, everyone's gonna laugh at you and make fun of you until you make it.
Yeah.
Then they'll start like asking and begging you and shit.
Yeah. So again,
So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to like,
yeah,
just
because
be
again,
you know?
But not despite if you're one of our older members watching, you can still do it.
Shout out Paige. Shout out
Shout out Paige.
Brent Jong. I know you're gonna watch this. Okay,
Yes.
I see your comments, dude.
Eric too. Anyways,
Yeah, we have a lot of people watching this,
yes.
but it's
Well,
good because everyone has been asking about
Yes,
episode 2 and we
But
want to get it
again,
out.
for most of our audience or that are a little bit young, that are on the younger side, you're still young enough to make mistakes and then to cover it. So don't be afraid if it doesn't work out or be afraid of failure, because that's how you're gonna learn.
Yeah. Also, too, another thing, like for this podcast, if you guys have any topics or stuff you wanted us to talk about, please feel free to just leave in the comments. Let us know what you want from us, what you want to hear from us.
Yes.
You know,
We will talk
because
about
like
it.
me and Vincent will always just talk shit and just talk about random shit. But like we do, at least for me, I do this year. I just want to like at least expand more and just on like culture, just like our different views and perspectives on life, and just like how we both, because we both grew up very differently too as well.
We grew up very differently, but not that somehow during that one middle school, that one middle
You ready?
school
You ready? You ready?
performance,
You ready?
it was
Ready?
like just. and then after that, when we came back in middle school, it was in the elementary district performance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the elementary district performance.
It's a combination, man, where they combine all the middle schools, like from the
Middle
high school, or sorry, elementary schools from the high school. They're all
Yes.
played together.
They all play together.
Dude, I remember this so vividly too. This is how me and Vincent first met. It was like that was a combination band, and we were both on snare drum for this one piece, and then we freaking. Like we were both Hmong, we were both Asian, and I remember I just noticing him, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's Hmong," but we were both nervous. You're in 6th grade, you don't say anything, so we were playing drums. We just look at each other, give him the head nod, and from then, that me and that fool were close. And then that was actually the last time I saw him, and then the next time
was
I
in
see him
middle
was in
school.
middle school.
Middle school,
Yeah.
and the same percussion class. And then I remember Timmy come up to me and was like, "Wait, you're that one. You're
that
the
one guy.
One guy on the snare drum all the time." I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah. Okay, you know what's funny about that too? Random side tangent. When I was playing that snare drum, I was using fucking marching sticks.
Marching snare drum, and I remember looking at him and I was like, Those are big sticks.
Yeah, dude, I was using marching stick. He's using like SD1s and shit. And then I'm hitting the snare shots and everything. Dum, 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 dum. And that's why, and then that's what you brought that up too when we recouped or we re-met each other.
We met her. I was
Seventh
like,
grade.
you saw those big sticks?
Dude, oh my gosh, that was a fun memory.
We have a lot of stories in middle school.
We don't talk about the bus.
We talk about the
We
bus.
don't talk about the bus. Maybe if I ever get married, yeah. But we don't talk about the bus.
We're gonna talk the bus when our guest comes along. I think it'll be really more funny.
Hell no, bro.
Hell yeah.
no.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Damn,
And then he's gonna laugh so hard about it.
bro. That was a fun time though. Middle school was just. Also, middle school was like when we had COVID too.
It was around like I think it's like midway through 8th grade year is COVID.
Yeah.
Was again when I was kind of like well, you know, us being kids, it's like yay, no school, you know. But then after a while, it's like, can we go back?
I miss not having to pay bills and not having to worry about whether you have enough money in your account to pay off your gym membership.
Yeah.
Oh, also, brand new too. I have dyed hair now and piercings and braces.
Yes.
If you guys didn't already catch that, but
Yeah, I know it's kind of like a very subtle detail.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not everyone will kind of notice, but yes, he dyed his hair, and now,
bleached it, baby.
yeah, and now his roots are now coming back, so now it kind of looks like the.
Okay, damn, fucking gonna call me out like that.
Yes, he has earrings. You know that I did make the. Him,
Jihayan.
yeah, I'm just not gonna. Say. I'm just not gonna say, but yeah, a lot of stuff has changed, and I hope that you guys keep on coming along, singing our stupid journey together.
Definitely expect more this year too. We're definitely gonna have a lot more just like content coming out. We're gonna start pumping stuff out. We're definitely gonna revamp the channel more. Just make it more just like us. Make it more
Like us, make it more stupid,
more comfortable. Yeah.
more stupid like that. But I think before we end this, share one more story.
Which one?
Share one more story.
Me or you?
It's up to you.
I don't really have any too much
Then
stories.
I will share one of my stories.
What story?
I can't remember. Did we ever talk about revamp year or how we pushed the piano into the room?
No, we never talked about that one.
No, I thought we did. No.
The screw?
Yeah, the screw.
I don't think we ever talked about that one.
That. Okay, but just in case, I can't remember because it's been so long since we saw the first two. If y'all did, then well, you're gonna hear the story again. But then I'm gonna share another story, which is a lot more funnier. All right, so it was sophomore year of high school, and then our show for our marching band was called Revamp. No, not the Revamp. Was it Revamp?
It was revamp.
Yeah, it was Revamp.
It was a piano.
It was an Elton John bass show, and then I was the pianist at that. And then fast forward, everything, you don't need all the details. If you want to watch the show, you can, if Timmy be so kind to leave the link from the Clovis High Marching Band.
Bam.
Bam, right there. But it was the big piano prop, the white piano prop, okay? And it was one of those like late practices, and we were pushing it in, you know. It was me and Timmy pushing in, like that. And then for the band room, there's like this ramp going up, and after that, the door is to the left. It's a very sharp turn. Okay, so me and Timmy, we've done this a lot. Like day after day. So
Yeah,
we
we've done it
kinda
before.
So we were kind of like, and like we already had the muscle memory for it. But for this one time, I guess we didn't turn enough, and then we just, boom. We both look at each other, and then we hear clink, 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 and then we're like, we're both like, oh shit.
Oh shit, we fucked up.
And then we realized this big fat nut screw fell out. We're like, where did this come from? So we back it out and we put it back in, and we back it back in, and we put it in the middle of the hall. We put the middle of it, what the fuck am I saying? We put the piano prop in the middle of the room.
Yes.
Of the band hall. And then we're just like, and then we got under it like it's a goddamn like car, like we're fucking mechanics trying to do something about it. And then we're trying to find like, okay, where does this big ass screw goes to? And we look, and then we saw on like one of the legs there is a missing screw. So like, okay, I guess it goes up there. So we're trying to screw it, trying to screw it. By the way, this is like when like we're or like one of the last people sent to the band room because Pitt always leave last.
Yeah, because we have a lot of gear and audio
Well,
equipment packed
all
up.
to pack away, and then just most of the pit is there, plus our director Lozano, and then
Ezzy.
Izzy or Esmeraldas, and then after that Albert. No, Albert.
Albert was gone.
Albert was gone. I think it was Boggs. I was there.
Yeah, Casey
Yeah.
Boggs. Shout out that guy.
Oh, that guy. We love him. But Boggs is still there in his office, and then of course all that, and they were trying to, and then it was just me and Timmy under this big ass piano prop. By the way, this is a big. I think it's a baby
It was a
grand.
baby grand
It
that
was a
had all
baby
the
grand.
guts tore it out.
Yes, all the guts tore, and it was, and then after it got like an upgrade, make it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So it was now to the marching prop. Okay, so it was like bam right there, and then we're all like me and Tim on the floor trying to screw it in, and we're trying to screw it in, and then Tim was like,
Mind you,
"Damn."
we're on our backs trying to fix this shit too.
Oh yeah, and then Tim was like, "Damn, it's not going in." And then I was like, "No, let me try." I was screwing this. I was like, "Damn, this is not going in." And then it was like this back and forth. And then Timmy tried it. He was screwing in. And I said, I think it's in." And then Tim was like, "No, it's not in, Vincent. No, it is in."
I was like, motherfucker, it's not in.
No, it's not in. I said, "No, it is." Timmy like, "Look," and then
I let go.
It was in, and it was just dead silent. And Timmy went, "Oh." And the most funniest part.
No, we
is-
started dying too. I remember Tarina came out too. She was like,
Serena was like, "What are you guys laughing about?"
I was like, you don't get it. You don't get it.
If you were here to watch our stupidity.
Yeah, so, pretty much. We have a lot of stories from band and whatnot. Do you remember the bird? Do you remember the bird's name?
I forgot the bird's name.
Kevin Durant. And then,
Oh,
Yeah.
the broken lock.
oh, yeah, they broke my leg. We'll talk about that.
Actually, we saved the bird for the next episode. I'll save the log.
Oh, okay. We'll save the bird for when our guest comes.
Yeah, because the bird is the whole saga.
Yeah.
It's the whole saga. But the lock is a very short story. I love it. So it was Timmy's again. This again during.
It's always my
sophomore year.
shit, bro. Yeah.
It was sophomore year, and then it was me, Timmy, and our friend Austin. Okay, we were trying to put. We were just at the end of the day, I think it was one of the high school football performances. I think right.
Yeah, it was a football game.
Football game performances, and then it was like we're done performing. We're trying to push stuff away like that, and Timmy, so it was me and Austin, and then we saw Timmy. We went up to Timmy, and it was like, "What's going on, Timmy?" It's like, "I forgot my combination." I was like, "How you forgot your combination?" And I was like, "I'm doing it right, but it won't fucking unlock." So I was like, "Oh." And then me and Austin were trying to figure out that. And then Tim was like, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And then he went off to the office to find like this
To
toolbox.
get tools and shit, bro.
toolbox
To
like
actually
that.
fucking take
Now-
this off.
Now, what me and Austin thought of, we're like, we should try like hit it with a drumstick.
I come back outside. All I see is boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I'm holding my tools like this. I'm like,
Boom, boom. And then once Timmy finally comes out from the office, and he messed with me. I was like, "I got it off." I was like, "Oh, you got it off?" And then I showed his lock. It's in pieces.
my lock was in pieces, bro. I'm like, granted though, this lock was like a cheap ass Walmart lock.
Yes. And also, he did not clarify if he wanted the lock still intact.
Dude, that should be some common sense shit though. Fucking yeah, I just try to take it off. Don't fucking demolish it.
You said I need this off. I was like, okay, you did specify if you want this in intact or in pieces.
So basically, my lock was into smithereens.
Yes, it was. Honestly, I was surprised that it broke that hard.
I'm surprised the drumstick broke that.
No, I remember when Austin did it. He did boom, 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 and the stick broke. It was
Oh my
bent. And then
gosh.
it was my turn with a marching stick. I went boom. The second hit, boom. It went. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
shit.
gosh. A lot of fun. That was a fun time.
Shout out Austin. Cool
Shout
guy.
out Awesome.
Cool guy.
Well, anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up our
Comeback podcast. Our
comeback podcast. I know
Again,
we've been through a
yeah.
hiatus, but let us know just in the comments whether you guys want us to talk about any topics or anything you
Any
guys want to know about
topics,
us,
like that.
me and Vincent.
If you want to be on, well, we'll just be lucky if we see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you want to leave any message for the peoples?
don't be lazy. Even though I'm very lazy myself.
My message is trust in God. Trust in God. Put God in your heart.
And if you don't believe in God, well, put your faith in you not being lazy.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
ready?
that's it for the podcast.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.